Hello, my dear students. Good morning to all. Welcome back to Maths Online class. So, we are discussing with the chapter decimals. Decimal numbers. What are decimal numbers? So, in the last class, we discussed multiplication and division of decimal numbers. Today, the continuation of that two topics concept we can take another topic in today's class. That is, you have already studied how to multiply two decimal numbers, or you have studied the concept of division of decimal numbers. Let me extend that concept to another topic. That is multiplication of decimals by 10, 100 and 1000. That is, when we multiply a decimal number with 10, 100, 1000, what happens, or what is the easiest way of multiplying? When we multiply a decimal number by 10, 100, 1000, the decimal point shift to the right. That means in such cases, no need of multiplying and checking. We can write the answer in a step. The only thing you have to think it, when it is multiplying with 10, 100 or 1000, the decimal point shift to the right. See one example. For example, 21.03 into 10. So, when you are shifting, you are considering what? Consider in 10 how many zeros are there? In 10 you have 1 0, isn't it? In 10 you have 1 0 and you are shifting your decimal point to one place. That is, when you are multiplying, the point goes to the right. The point shifts to the right position. That position depends upon the number you are multiplying. That is, in 10 you have 1 0. So, the decimal point shifts to one place. That is, from here it shifts one place to the right. Then what we'll get the answer? When this point comes here, what is it? 210.3. Look the next example. 0.04 into 100. In 100 we have two zeros. So keep in mind, we are multiplying. So the decimal point should move to which position? To the right position. And by how many places? Since in 100 we have two zeros, it should move by two positions. That is, this point shifts to the right to here, and we get the answer 4.00. That is 4 itself. Next example, 64.3 into 1000. So in 1000 how many zeros are there? 3 zeros are there. And where does the point shift? To the right or left? To the right. So here the point should go here, 3 places. But after the decimal point, do you have 3 places? Only one place we have. We don't have 3 places, only one place we have. So what we do in such cases? We add zeros in order to make that places correct. So what we get the answer? 64,300. Here after 3 we don't have place, isn't it? So in order to make 2 places more, here only one place are there. We need 3 places. What we added? 2 more zeros. So we got a 3 places and the point comes here. Here we don't need to put the point because there is no number after that, so no need of putting the point. So the answer is 64,300. So in this way, when we are multiplying with 10, 100 and 1000, keep in mind, when it is multiplication, the point shifts to the right. Some more examples. 32.4 into 10. So into 10, in 10 we have 1 0. So the point shifts to here. So the answer is 324. 1.1 into 100. 100 have 2 zeros. Here we have only one position. So I added 1 0. So what is the answer? 110. Now 5.9 into 1000. 1000 have 3 zeros. But here after the decimal point I have only one position. I need 3 positions. But how many positions are not here? 2 positions are not here. So I added 2 zeros. Next, 0.003 into 100. 100 have 2 zeros. So decimal point shifting after 2 places, where what comes? 0.3. So in this way, when we are multiplying with 10, 100 or 1000, always the decimal point moves to the right side, moves to the right, not left. So decimal points moves to the right by how many positions, that depends upon with what we are multiplying. If it is 10, it moves to 1 position. If it is 100, it moves to 2 position. If it is 1000, it moves to 3 position. In this way, you have to count and make the positions. If there is no number or there is no after the decimal point, if you don't have the place or position, then you have to add that much zeros. Next, division of decimal number by 10, 100 and 1000. So we discussed what happens when a decimal number we multiply with 10, 100 and 1000. What happens when we divide a decimal number with 10, 100 and 1000? Here also, in multiplication we see that the decimal point shifts to the right. In this way we can connect and study. When we divide by a decimal number by 10, 100 or 1000, the decimal point shifts to the left by 1, 2 or 3 places. This 1, 2 or 3 places depends on if it is 10, 1 place, 100, 2 places, 1000, 3 places. So what is the main point here? The decimal point shifts to the left. That is, in multiplication it is moving to right. Then if it is division, the decimal point moves to the left. So we'll see one example. 0.963 divided by 10. So first, in 10 how many zeros are there? 1 0. So the decimal point should shift by 1 position. And where it will shift? Since it is division here, it should shift to left. That is, the decimal point is here. It should go here by 1 place. Then the answer is 0.0963. Earlier the point was here, isn't it? Then we have to shift it to left. So I added 1 0 here. Because there is no number, so I added 0. Next example, 21.3 divided by 1000. 1000, how many zeros are there? 3 zeros are there. Here after the decimal point, how many places we have? Because we need to shift to our right or left? Yes, left. So after the decimal point, to the left, how many positions are there? Only 2 positions. But we need how many positions? 3 positions. So in order to make here 3, what I have to add? 1 0 here. So what is the answer? 0.0213. Next, 1204. There is no decimal point here given. So the answer is, question is 1204 divided by 1000. So here in the question they have not given any decimal point. So imagine that the decimal point is over here, 4. After 4, okay. So in 1000 how many zeros are there? 3 zeros are there. So moving to 3 places from here, the first place 1, 2, 3. So where does the point comes? 1.204. So if in the question they have not given you the decimal point, take the decimal point after the unit place, that is over here. Next, 9 divided by 100. Here also the decimal point is not given. So imagine that the decimal point is over here. 100, how many zeros are there in 100? 2 zeros. But here we have only 1 position. So in order to make 2 position, add 1 0 here. So what is the answer? 0.09. So when it is dividing with 10, 100 and 1000, the decimal point shifts to the left depending upon the number of zeros in 10, 100 and 1000. Some more examples. 12.4 divided by 10. So here in 10 we have 1 0. So we are shifting the decimal point to 1 position. So 1.24. Then 1056 divided by 100. Here there is no decimal point. So we have decimal point here. So here in 100 how many zeros? 2 zeros. So here shifting what you have? 10.56. Now 9 divided by 1000. Again in 1000 3 zeros. Here we have 1 position. We don't have 3 positions. So add 2 zeros. So 0.009. Now 131.2 divided by 100. 100 we have 2 zeros. So shifting the decimal point to 2 places. 1, 2. So what is the answer? 1.312. Then 21.3 divided by 10. What is that? In 10 we have 1 0. Supporting the decimal point over here, 2.13. So in this way we are shifting the decimal point to the left. So once again, if it is multiplication of decimal number by 10, 100 or 1000, we are shifting the decimal point to the right depending upon the number of zeros in 10, 100 or 1000. If it is division of a decimal number by 10, 100 or 1000, we are shifting the decimal point to the left depending upon the number of zeros in 10, 100 or 1000. So I hope you have understood how to divide and multiply a decimal number with 10, 100 or 1000. So winding up today's class, today we discussed multiplication and division of decimals by 10, 100 and 1000. Practice more questions. There are some more extra questions in your textbook. Go through it and make the concept of multiplication and division of decimals by 10, 100 and 1000 clear. Children, when you are getting a question or decimal number to multiply with or divide with 10, 100 or 1000, you should not do it. These questions you should work it out in your mind and do it, because when you have worked out this many examples, you have seen that there is no change for the number but only change for the decimal point, isn't it? Here 12.4 was a question. Only the change comes in the decimal point, but all other numbers are same. So there is no need for multiplying or dividing and checking. You should know the concept of movement of this decimal point. That is, if it is multiplication, the decimal point should go to the right. If it is division, the decimal point should go to the left. Only that variation is coming. The other numbers in the given, other digits in the given number have no change. So when you are getting such questions, try to work it out mentally. Okay. So these type of questions you should do it in that way. No need of spending so much time in such questions. Only just apply the concept of movement of decimal points. So copy down the notes given and attend the test paper. We'll meet with the next concept of this chapter in the next video. Thank you.